My name is Gurveer Brah. This is Screen Off Script. I'm here with Claire Danes and Matthew Rhys, here for The Beast in Me. First off, guys, congratulations. The Beast in Me is such an intense show. From the first episode, Matthew, you play Nile Jarvis, a real estate mogul biohacker who just comes off as, I mean this with all due respect, but like a huge prick.
Yeah.
And Matthew, who did you base this guy on? And
Me.
please name.
Yes. Yes. That was very easy. You know, he was readily accessible for me. There are certain influences that come to mind, which obviously I shan't name because I hope to work with them again. Wonderful people. But you know, I keep saying this, but it was all on the page. There was nothing I really had to base anyone on. If you were true to the page, it worked, and that was a testament, to the incredible team who really did for me bring that Nile to life. In that everything that needed to be said was right there on the page. I just had to not mess it up.
No, I completely understand that. And Claire, and I mean this to be completely complimentary too, your character is so anxiety ridden and you can feel it in like every single scene. I don't know what it is, but there's something like oddly addictive about watching something that makes you feel so uneasy. Um, First off, why do you think that is? And then second, what's your like go-to movie or show that's anxiety inducing or something that like stresses you out but you just can't look away?
Oh God, all I watch is Bluey these days.
Which you said weirdly stresses you out.
It can't. When it's the 17th time you've seen an episode, that can get quite stressful. No, it's funny. My parents visited the set when we were shooting that scene on the on the roof or whatever, and I was suddenly had my mom's eyes on me, and I felt very exposed, and kind of admitted this to her, and she said, "No, it's good, you're good, you're tough and nervous." I was like, yeah, I think that's every character I've ever ploved, tough and nervous.
Brilliant.
So my mom really nailed it. No, I loved that tension that she had. She was this kind of reserved intellectual, but also had this kind of roiling rage beneath that surface. And Nile identifies that in her. He sees it immediately, and I think she experiences some relief when he does. I mean, she's horrified, but by the recognition. But I think it's the beginning of a process that she really needs to enter. But yeah, it's I don't know. I was worried about playing somebody who was so isolated and so kind of frozen emotionally. I mean, it breaks down mercifully over the course of the story. But, I wondered if the audience was going to find that sufficiently engaging. And, I think that ultimately they do. And that's largely because of how the show is designed, the scaffolding of the writing and how Antonio dramatized it, but our director. But that was the risk, right? And yeah.
Absolutely. And I don't want to get too nostalgic, but we're actually recording this 29 years to the day since the premiere of Romeo and Juliet with you and Leo. And Claire, that movie kind of defined a generation. I actually watched that in school growing up. When you see younger audiences discovering it almost 3 decades later, what goes through your mind and what stands out the most to you from that experience?
And it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, Baz really just dreamt all of that up. That is just like a total credit to his imagination and his wanting to. He wanted to make this as kind of vivid and clear and accessible to as many kids as possible. That was the intention, and he really delivered that so kind of beautifully. So it was just really thrilling to be in his world, his Baroque, generous, wild world. And Leo is is amazing. But I mean, it's the best part of my job. That's the most fun that we have is working with you know a you know a brilliant you know fellow actor, right? It's just the best, and I have that in Matthew here
The
too.
Leonardo DiCaprio of Wales, as I'm known.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, it's weirdly Beast and Me is kind of a you know it's a perverse
Love story.
sexless love story. But
Two households. Yes. Literally next to each other. Oh.
That's amazing. Genuinely, thank you for the time, and I can't wait for people to check out this show. Appreciate all the time. Have a great day, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You too.